What's going on, y'all? Let me turn this up. Kids were playing with the mic. Surprise! Okay. All right. Still got to play around with this thing, figure out everything that it does. Let's see. Don't mind me. I had to surprise go live sometimes because that's what I like to do. Now I got to rally in the troops. Oh, everybody coming in on their own. Surprise. Figured I'd play around on here because still this fucking mic though. What? And the nails is all done up. Oh, can't quite see them so still. My little knot. Yeah, maybe. The cat one cracks me up. Doesn't it sound so good? I'm like, yes, ASMR crime with Coral. All right. But then everything else sounds intensified too, like yikes. So we just in time because tomorrow starts the trial of Lee Komoroski, and this one just like hurts my heart because I couldn't imagine on your fucking best day of your life had the greatest party, all the peoples came out and celebrated right on the beach, beautiful setup, and they leave and the whole everything is ruined for the rest. It's like the best, worst day of your life. Couldn't even imagine. Hi, Gigi from South Africa. That's pretty cool. You've been waiting for this trial, Christy? Isn't it crazy? It just hurts my heart. I just wanted to share some photos of her. And then I did want to get into prepping on I'll do like that 20-minute call, the first call right out the gate. Y'all gotta hear it if you haven't. Let me go to this one, sure. Okay. So look at her. So freaking beautiful. It just makes my heart so like, oh, wrong way. Go back. This one right here, like literally leaving their party, their wedding. Everybody's giving them a sparkler finish and everything's great. Look at their faces. Best fucking day of their lives. And they get in the golf cart and everybody gets to watch this roll out right in front of them. Didn't even make it to their hotel. It's just like in her wedding dress. I just can't. And then it even bothers me more because where's the other ones that I wanted to show you? Is it still on this? Yeah, those are my other decals. Nope. This one right here. How come I didn't pop up with the rest of them? Still got to figure this out. Let me stop sharing this, guys. Stop. Screen. Can we like... Oh, let's remove that one and share. I'm learning, guys. Teaching an old dog new tricks has been a fun freaking time. Why is there so much to do on YouTube? I feel like you just go on the old TikTok and you push a button and it just does things. You know, here it's like click here, there, go back, present. Like, you know, it's not as easy, but I'm learning. All right, and then we gotta go to how? No, I don't want to add that to stage. I want to remove this. Stop screen. Okay. And then I can present. And then it will pop up. Boom. Boom shakalaka. I'm figuring it out. All right. So I found that this was interesting that Jamie, if you go to her Instagram page, it's totally public. Anybody could see it. She did not private it, even since going on. Like she spent a few months locked up, and then she got out, and she got pictures of her still like living her best life. Like if you see her here, she's the one in the pink, and I mean, beautiful girl. But she doesn't want to take any ownership for the things that she's done. I'm hoping that when this trial rolls out tomorrow, we're going to hear a little bit more from her of like some accountability, because she does say sorry a million times in it, but it's like she sounds like she's sorry for herself for making poor decisions, not sorry because this bride is never coming back and you just ruined the whole day and family and everything. Like literally, this isn't a oopsie. Parked the car in the wrong spot and got it towed. This is like I took somebody's life because I was selfish and didn't call an Uber or walk, or I mean, you're right on the beach. They're like literally bikes, scooters, skateboards. Like there was so many options. The options were endless. And you decided that you were just going to drive. And who let her get? People didn't see her stumbling in her car and be like, seems fine. Because I know, and I don't care if I don't even know the person. If I see that they shouldn't be getting behind the wheel, I'm fucking not letting them get behind the wheel. Like by any means necessary, you ain't getting in that car. Like because it's never them. It's never them that suffers. It's always an innocent person. Every single time they walk away without a scratch. 95% of the time. It's bizarre to me. But either way, this girl's life is ruined. The bride's gone. The husband's, I mean, how? I would never want to go to a wedding ever again in my life. Like, yep, not reliving that trauma. Yeah, so just like Dr. Jem said, she got bonded out in March of 2024. She was in there for a little while, though. There is calls, shout outs again to phone calls from prison. Y'all be sleeping on them. And I'm not gonna lie, I was sleeping on them too until KK Court came to me and said, did you know that those calls are already out there? Phone calls from prison posted this a year ago. So they already had the calls. So beautiful, because the trial's about to start tomorrow and we already have calls we can listen to from her. And being a little cry pants on there, like, oh me, why did this happen to me? Daddy, help me get out of this situation that I'm in. And the dad, you're gonna have to be tough, baby girl. You're gonna have to just tough it out, and you're gonna have to be doing things that you never thought. Dad's trying to like still coddle her into the experience of prison, and he's just like, oh, he already knows his baby girl ain't gonna be able to handle it. Okay, he already knows because he didn't build her this way. He called her, and it shows. And I feel bad because clearly that girl is his world, right? Literally. But it's a fine line when you're a parent, of being a parent and also letting they need to be able to live in society. They have to know that they make mistakes, and these things you can't come back from them. So they definitely should have taught her from take some accountability. These are the type of girls I could already predict it back in, like high school, and they're just fucking shitty to other people, or they do something, right? And they get called down and they're in trouble for it. And they're like, here comes their dad just doing all the dirty work. My baby girl is an angel. She would never, it doesn't matter if she's failing all her classes. She is such a good human. And they just do everything to protect their kids instead of, hey, you shouldn't have been bullying that girl. You should have left her alone. I'm not saying she's a bully guy. I'm just using it as an example. But you should have left it alone, and you should have have them take ownership for things. So when they make a mistake, life is about learning. But if you don't have your kid learn from the mistakes that they make, and everything's not their fault and it's okay and daddy's going to fix it, is never going to teach them how to live in society. This is where we have these problems. Like, 3 times the legal limit. And like, guys, chat, I want to know, did you guys find out is there been anything that you've seen where she's been out with friends? Because like that girl, look at her. You can't tell me she sat through 7, she went bar crawling to 7 different bars, and she went by herself. Like, she didn't have no friends go with her. She just wandering out. You know, I got questions. I want to know, because 3 times the legal limit. And then obviously they caught her on the camera footage. They said like 16 hours of like her in different bars, and they were like, they said she was very clearly intoxicated in the videos of the bars, and they're still serving her. So like, he won the civil suit against these bars, the husband, he went after them for over, they're still serving her, knowing that she should not have been drinking. And then people all just let her just stumble out, and it's like, what were you sitting there like, oh man, hope she's not driving, like, and then you hear about it later and you're like, oh shit, like, that's crazy. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. Like, I was hit by a 63-year-old drunk driver, and the DA took it easy on her because of her age. I was so angry and still suffer pain because of it 20 years later. Oh man, Rebellious Rose, that's terrible. I can't. Nobody should have to go through that kind of stuff there. That's what I'm saying. It's always somebody else. We have these, hey Shy. We have these, like a kid where him and his whole family were driving. I want to say it was around Christmas time too. And a drunk driver plowed into them. The dad instantly passed. The son is severely handicapped. He's almost like died a few times. And the other kids had some injuries, and the mom had some injuries, but they were, able to get over those ones. And now the son, and this is like, I want to say like a good 20 years after it's happened, and he's still like paraplegic. He could talk through like this computer box, or he can kind of push buttons and say things, and a little bit he could talk. But the mom spent her whole life dedicated to taking care of this, and now like every year they go to the high schools, they go to different high schools, and they talk about drunk drivers and teaching kids the importance of like who gets hurt in these situations. And like,
wait, who was it? Because I think they might have came
to your school.
Yeah.
But there's a whole his name's Kyle. But I wrote, like, the mom wrote a book about everything that they had gone through and everything in life, and that, since that happened, everything about that. And they slapped the guy like on the wrist. They basically got the minimal sentence. He was able to like get out. He's already out of prison. Like, you took somebody's life while intoxicated, and the family's never going to be okay again. And he gets out. Like, it was like 15 years or something. They let him out. Like, and she's like, oh my God, I don't want this guy even driving. Like, the thought of him being able to even drive again would be like horrendous. Just because you say you don't have a license doesn't mean someone doesn't get inside of a vehicle and drive. That's just the sad part. But yeah, at least they do something in a positive means, where they go out and they teach about drinking and driving. Like, my kids, I like drill it into their brain. Like, that's the thing. You don't get behind the wheel. You don't get in the car. If you notice somebody's been drinking, no, don't do it. I don't care if it's your aunt. I don't give a crap. Someone's got to think logically here. And that's not, chill out. You don't need to be doing all that, because it's always the innocent person that gets hurt. And their life is never the same again. And then it affects everybody as well. It will be broadcast on Court TV, and Gigi from Pretty Lies and Alibis is streaming it on the tube. Yes. Actually, KK Court, didn't you tell me about that? Gigi, you were talking about her, right? My husband was following me and saw the whole thing. She hit me at 83 miles per hour. My car was unrecognizable. Thank God my kids weren't with me. I've never heard my husband scream like I did that. Oh my gosh. And it's sad because you live with that, right? So it's like every day it's like little traumatic things. You're driving and it's like a flashback all of a sudden, or you just see it. I'm sure you're very intensely on drunk driving cases because of that. You know, it's crazy. I'm so glad you're okay though, and you're here to tell the story. That's just 1 block from. It's always the closest to your house. They don't lie when they say that. It's always when like the somewhere where you would never think. But I did want to play this one. Let me go. Ooh, these are sharp, sharp. These nails are crispy. Let's go back to remove that one for now. You said the phone calls were terrible. I wanted to go through the phone. This girl's a spoiled brat. That's what I'm saying. She's such a brat. Like, I literally can't. This one. I'm a texture person, so anytime I get my nails done, I like the feel of all the things. Like this one, she put like icicles and it's like snow, but it like literally feels like so crazy. Okay, this is the one. This one, yeah. I just want you guys to hear. This is the first one. So shout outs for phone calls for prison, and please check them out because they have multiple calls. It's not just Wade Wilson calls. They literally got all the major calls, and you can always suggest if there's something, but promise that they're probably have already reached out or they're going to, because anything that's mainstream that everyone's going to be tuning into, they're definitely on top of. Because I was like, I want to get these calls. And they're like, oh, they're already out. I'm like, what? Where was I? Where was I at? Okay, hold on. Let me pause this bad boy. And I had to figure out, I just paid for the YouTube premium, but I got to figure out like how it's on my phone. And now I got to like relog out and relog in because it's not showing up and syncing with my computer. So, because it's so annoying when those commercials pop right up. I hate it so much. Trial starts tomorrow. You're really going to have to tough it up in there, baby girl. Daddy's got you always. Mommy and daddy just got you. Like she's 26 years old. Why is she still calling you mommy and daddy? That's already spoiled child syndrome. I'm sorry if you call your parents mommy and daddy. I mean, I love that you love your parents and I love that they love you. Maybe it's just because I'm a little salty because I never had that. But still, mommy and daddy is just, yeah, I don't know, it just becomes like a spot. I don't even know. My daughter just all of a sudden just started calling me mom one day. It was like always mommy. And then all of a sudden it was just like a transition. I didn't teach her that. It was just like it happened on its own, like I'm not going around calling myself mom. But that just stuck. The other one is like, she used to creep me out because she started calling me mother. Mother is like and she was probably she went from mommy to mother, I don't know, like 6. She was like in first grade or something. And I was just like, listen, Norman Bates, the mother is real weird for me. Okay, call me anything else you want, but mother. So now it's just ma. So now, like, one calls me Ma, one calls me Mom, and then my stepdaughter calls me Coral. So it's just so funny, though, because it evolves on its own normally. I go from mom to mother to mama. It's just like it reminds me of Family Guy. Mummy, mom, mommy, mother, mother. Finally, you just give up and you're like, yeah, you just say their name. That's usually what it's like when we're like having a family party. Coral, and I'm like, what? Oh, wait, why are you calling me that? Okay, now how do I okay, gotta share my screen. Stop with this one. And then present this one. Present. Share screen. Okay, come on. I love that so much. Boom. All right, let me see. Let me know if you guys can hear this or not. I don't know if I can only hear it in my headphones, or you guys can hear it.
Amy seems frantic and emotions are high as her dad tries to encourage her. You will hear
Can
her
you guys
dad
hear
mention
that?
that she was denied bail over the weekend. She had her first bond hearing on April 29th, 2023, which is one day after her arrest. If you're unaware of this case,
You can hear it, right? Let me know.
Lee Komoroski is charged with felony DUI, resulting in the death of Samantha Miller.
Just real quick though, phone calls from prison. Where y'all getting these beats from? Because I swear, every time they come on, I'm like, this is some fire background music. Y'all crushing it.
That had just gotten married the same night of her untimely death. Jamie was denied bond and is currently awaiting trial, which is scheduled for March of 2024. The judge said that if the prosecution isn't ready by March, Jamie will have the opportunity to be released on bail.
Hello.
Jamie?
Hi.
Hey, honey. I don't know how to get back onto speakerphone. I don't want to hang up on you. So I'm going to talk to you like your mom is next to me.
Where are you guys?
Huh?
Where are you?
We're at the hotel in Charleston.
Okay. Hello, ladies.
I'm so sorry.
Jamie, listen, there's nothing to be sorry about. It's a tragic accident. You did not do anything on purpose. It was a tragic accident, okay?
Sorry, the whole family just came over because I forgot I'm doing haircuts today. I forgot all about that. But I do want to play this, so I definitely going to pause and come back and do that. Maybe I'll do a drop so that way we can actually hear it. And I do want to do some commentating in between because I just want you guys to hear like how she sounds, how her dad's talking to her. Like she's crying, but she cares about herself, and she's not really invested in what she's in there for. Like, can't. You have no idea what this is? Dang it. Why do I plan things and then forget about it, Cora?
Oh, you're live?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to get off of it right now, though, because... Oh, my little... This is my kitty.
The kitty.
You see my little moose cup? The moose cup. Look at my squirrel. And my tree.
Cool.
With the wood grain. It's cool, right? Yeah, she's 27 right now. You said shut those kids up. Yeah, I'm going to come back to y'all because I'm going to go cut their hair and then I will definitely come back on. I'm not going to stay on live while I do that because we talk crazy in this family. We ain't for the week. But I'll come back because I do want to do this call. I want you guys to at least hear this one because this is one of the smaller ones. But please do check phone calls from prison. They have all the uploads for these. You can hear every single one of them. And one of them I was listening to yesterday and I was like shocked. Like, wow, I hope they play these in court because damn. Crazy that nobody there from that night or any friends have ever. Yeah, exactly. KK Court. I want to find out why teasing us. I know. I will definitely do it. I'm gonna come back and do a drop. That was just as a preview. Okay, I'll come back and do it. I promise y'all. But I'm gonna go do this real quick and then I will do a drop. I'm gonna try to play around because I want to do like a pre-record and then drop and then be live chat. And I'm trying to learn how to do that in advance instead of like, that's the part that I'm learning on my own right now. So I would like to do that so I can be in the chat with you guys and responding to your guys' comments because I'd love doing that. But I'll be back with you guys soon. I'm going to end that right now and I'll see you in a little bit. She gets married, I'm going to say, cheers to she, she.
No, you're not. I'm saying, don't listen to her.
Do not give her the